our review of the Coalition app. So just a couple of things on the Coalition app that's different than the Common app is that they have profile at the top, locker, and then colleges. So those are the three main tabs. So it looks and have a different feel than the Common app. So the first step to work on is, of course, the profile. You can go either click on the work on profile or profile here at the top. So basically, that's your personal information, contact information, demographics, citizenship, family information, high school information. You do need to insert your coursework from grade 9 to 11, and then your grade 12 coursework. College information, that's if you have taken any colleges, summer class that you get a college credit, you get to insert it here. And then also in progress college coursework, probably not. Everyone probably doesn't have that right now. Additional tests, that would be AP, IB exam that you already have done. If not, then it's a no. High school information, that's just your name of the high school, where you go to school. And let me see. There's also English proficiency test. So insert that here for everyone that have taken the Duolingo, TOEFL, or IELTS. And then honors distinction. This is awards basically of the Common App. So that's the same thing. And then you have the activities at the bottom. So under activities, you add an activity experience, and this is the same thing as Common App, right? The category, the name of the activity, description of the activity, when you participated in the activity, are you joining it right now? And then how many weeks per year, hours per week, hours per week. So there's the difference that they do have hours per week on the high end, and then hours per week on the low end, whereas the Common App would be just one. And then if you have any distinctions or awards in the activity, you can insert it here. Involvement in leadership role, you can say yes or no, and that's also different than the Common App. Additional information is right here, the last one. Do you have any additional information you would like to share? It's a yes or no, and then you can insert the response there. There's also other section, but you don't need to fill it in. The SAT is not, it's optional. If you want to submit SATs, you can, but it is optional. So they removed the testing requirements for incoming students for UW. But if your SAT score is good enough and you want to showcase it, you can. So that's where you can report it. The rest are, so under here, Coalition essay, you don't insert your essay under Coalition essay. So if you look at the, and this is the part where it can be a bit confusing, because if you look at, so there's this link, admit.washington.edu, apply freshman, how to apply. The writing section, under writing section, it says that we are not able to retrieve your essays from the Coalition essay section of the profile. If you only submit your essay through the Coalition essay section of your profile, we will not receive them and your application will be incomplete. So that's something very, very important. So make sure that when you're inserting the essay, you are inserting it under the colleges. So what? So click on the college that you want to search for. So in this case, I already put it in, University of Washington, and then click on continue application. Under continue application, would you like to share scores reported in the SAT section with UW, right? So either yes or no. Right now I would say no. Continue application. So the UW has, and this, it goes down to the bottom page, but then you have to scroll up. But basically, the profile is where you're inserting the where I was inserting the profile earlier. The program is for UW, so click on that. Go to program. I just put anthropology for now, but let me see. Sorry, that's not what I want to show. What I want to show is what it looks like when you click on, one second. So the hard part about this is that the check mark right here, you can't access it unless you're done with certain questions. So you have to finish the question first, and then they will unlock it. So that's the challenge for the UW application, I would say. And I'm trying to figure out where the writing section is, and sometimes it's really hard to find. there is a writing section here, but it's under application questions, which right now is locked because just now I was able to go to it, but now I can't. Let me see. Okay, so on the left side right here, there is the writing section of the UW essay. But in order to unlock it, you have to fill in the other information first. But under writing section, and that should be in the UW's website as well, it says that what is required is that you're supposed to be answering a question on this prompt. Tell us a story from your life describing an experience that either demonstrate your character or help to shape it. You can use your Common App essay to answer this question, but make sure that it answered the questions, right? Um, the other thing is that they have a short response question as well. Our family and communities often define us and our individual worlds. Describe a world you come from. You can also use probably one of the UC essays and then reducing it by 50 words and make sure that the essay actually answered the question. So you have to make sure that it has the same type of like theme surrounding this. So that's kind of like where the UW application looks like, especially the Coalition app. There are other universities under Coalition app, so just make sure that you understand how it works. Under Locker, if you click on official documents, under first year document, this is where you get to insert your counselor recommendation, and then your academic recommendation, and then general recommendation. But make sure that for UW that they actually require that as well. Um, I will leave the link. I will leave this link in the descriptions below. But this is where you can kind of like search, like what are required. So are there any letter of recommendation? So it says no letter of recommendation. We ask you not to send letter of recommendation. They have no interviews. And then let me see about the report. I want to see about transcripts. So sending transcript. School outside of the US that follow a national local curriculum. Regardless of whether you are applying to as a US or international student, if you have attended school outside of the US, you are required to upload a scan on official copy of your transcript for grade level 9 and higher in the upload section of the UW question portion of your application, online application. So if you go to the UW application, let me see where that is. Under the UW application, there should be a section where you have to upload your transcript. And Coalition app, I personally think that it does require a bit more work on clicking and things, especially when you restart, like just what I did just now. It keeps on asking me to like click on the questions all over again. So that part could be a bit more work, just to keep that in mind. Let me see. So there should be an upload section here, but since I can't see it because it's not unlocked right now, it could be under educational information. But yeah, if it doesn't show up, please let me know because you need to upload your own transcript in the UW application. And that's different than the Common App where the counselor will upload it. For UW, you have to upload it. So that's something to keep in mind. All right. Thank you, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions.